Joining me now is Matthew Giffin. He's the former editor of the Middle Tennessee State University student newspaper, and he resigned after he was forced to take down his article about a student worried about his friends in Israel. Thank you for joining us, Matthew. I appreciate your time. You said the editors and the faculty advisor of the newspaper ignored your protests about the statement they published saying that you failed in your reporting, which is the worst thing you can tell a journalist, that they got it wrong. What were those conversations like? And I want to put up on the screen part of what they said. They said, in retrospect, Sidelines failed to report on the casualties the Palestinian people have suffered and focused only on damage done to the Israeli population. Pull back the curtain for me, and how did you confront the faculty about that statement?
Yeah, so that was a conversation we had when they were trying to make up the statement they were going to put out about what happened. And there was no pushback I got from any of the editors or from our faculty advisor after I had published the article. The pushback that I got from it only came after we got a bunch of backlash about the initial article that I published, which was a story about a student who had friends in Tel Aviv, and he was worried about them. And that's all I really wanted to say. Like, people need to understand that people on college campuses have connections to what's going on over there, and that's important to know. And
was there anything in your article that did not have factual backing and evidence?
No, I don't think so. I mean, that was one of the points I tried to make when we were talking about leaving out the Palestinian casualty counts. So many of these numbers that you see come from kind of untrustworthy sources and uncredible sources, and we want to, be as credible as we can as journalists. That was one of my concerns. I tried to keep things as by the book as possible.
And you resigned as a result of, one, their statement and their lack of support for your journalistic integrity and what you put forth in your article. Was that a difficult decision for you to make, to step down from something I would imagine you enjoy to do at your school?
Yes, it was very, very difficult. It was not made lightly. I really do enjoy working for Sidelines. And I don't think any of them are anti-Semitic. I never claimed that. I don't think that they're bad people by any means. I think that this is just an example of the influence, that the outsized influence that anti-Semitism has on college campuses, even at places that a lot of people wouldn't suspect, like, a place like MTSU in a red state, like Tennessee. So.
You're continuing to write, though. I understand you're writing for the College Fix now. How are you approaching your work as a journalist now, given this exchange at your former paper?
Just trying to, always tell the truth and talk about the topics that I think need to be talked about. And that's the game of journalism, just say what needs to be said, even if the consequences kind of blow up in your face sometimes, which I'm learning happens. So.
What year in school are you, Matthew?
I'm a senior here at MTSU.
Okay. And what have you witnessed on campus as a result of the Israel-Hamas conflict? Have you seen anti-Semitism, and what are the conversations you're having with your classmates?
So when we initially posted the article, there were nearly all of the comments that we got to the initial Instagram post were from students who were of the Free Palestine mentality. They were all very, very against the perspective that was put forward by the student in the article. A lot of nasty things were said. It was taken down. I took it down because he requested that I do so out of concern for his safety.
This is the student you wrote about?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And now what is next for you? I mean, you're less than a year away from graduating. How has this situation influenced what you'll do next?
I've been doing a bit of thinking. It's put a lot of things in perspective, but I think no matter what I do, I want to try to keep telling the truth and talking about things that I think are important and that matter. Like I said, even if the consequences kind of blow up a little bit.
Yeah, that's the job of a journalist. Matthew Giffin, thank you for your time.